Okay, well, let me get this right here. Consider how, you know, I got all that good camera crew following me around, pay them the big bucks. But we have the thistles again. As you can see, there's we call those wild mustards, but I've been eating them. I don't eat anything below the tops. 1 or 2 little leaves, and I just keep moving. I don't eat a lot of the same plant because you might get toxic shock. So I eat a little bit of everything, but I don't eat a whole bunch of all of it. Catch my drift? And anything below the belt usually is not choice, but I want to show you this as trying to get water. Remember, you don't need all that extra activity, you just need to understand the plants. Okay, look, there's some water in there. Just work what the plant's got. See it? Watch. Boom. If you have to, tear a piece of the leaf off. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Ow. Now watch. So you're gonna eat that. You're not gonna waste it. It's gonna go in your dinner plate. Now pull the leaf down. See the water? Yeah, you can filter it out. It's probably not gonna hurt you. It has a lot of material in it. Kinda like this one. See this one here? Same rule applies. See all the slime in the bottom? That's all plant slime though, but a lot of times that's friendly. Plants are not gonna let themselves get sick if they're in a wild environment. Then when you mess with the funguses though, that's when you get a little bit, like I said, I don't recommend eating a lot. But usually when I see the bees, see the bees? That's the key. Look what kind of bee we have. See the honeybees? What are they doing? So what I do is, that's dinner. It tastes like, yeah, kind of like mustards. Yeah, that one actually tastes different than the other one. I usually don't eat the green part. This is too strong. If you're not used to eating out in the wild, some of this stuff is really strong. But one more time, as you can see here, we have the thistle collecting the water in its coals. Okay, the coals is, like you said, the palms. Okay, the coals, palms. And then if you want the water to come out, it's like a water fountain. You know, so, just go up here and push the button. Watch. Doo-doo. Wow, complicated. See, then it leaves the sediment and all that, but after the water settles, what you're getting is the top, right? And all the stuff's at the bottom. See? Not much intellect required for that. Like I said, I have a lot of people that say they're awesome, badass wildcrafting survival folks, and I just laugh, man. It's like they always have to have a straw or something, or they do something ridiculous. And I said, why don't you just pull the leaf down and let the water trickle down the leaf? See, it's like, okay, you're gonna eat this anyway, right? Right? This is edible. But like I said, if you're not used to it, it could have some adverse effects. So look at that. Wow. I don't have to go and put up a tent and big tarps and have a bucket and try to catch rain. I can just come out here and think about it. It's in a plant. The plant has nutrients in it. So you're going to have some kind of leaching, like a tea. Okay, it's going to leach. It's going to be fresh rainwater inside of it. Oh, I just stepped in some. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah. Looks like I'm going to have to walk barefooted again. Should be doing that anyway. But it's going to catch the water. You're going to pull the leaf down, and all the heavy stuff always settles to the bottom. Okay, that was one of the main rules of thumb too. Usually everything that's about a little bit, all the lighter stuff on top. That's why I always keep saying they have that one rule of thumb: don't hit below the belt, because that's heavy. Catch my drift. You want to be light. You want to be light and you want to be flexible. You want to bend but do not break. Okay? They keep saying strong bones. Drink calcium, it'll give you strong bones. Calcium is one of the main reasons why you have osteoporosis. You can get calcium from plants. That's why I keep telling everybody, it's like, you get calcium from plants. Otherwise, where would the cattle get it? If they're free range. A lot of the times now you got other people trying to manipulate things. I don't even know why you call it manipulate, because most of the time it's for them to make money so they can pay their child support. Let's see. We're looking for some of the mulberries I planted out here about 3 years ago. Haven't been out here in a while. Where's it at? Well, we're gonna go look around. Plus, I'm gonna go get some cattail. We haven't had cattail this year yet. It's been raining, so it should be flushed. Okay, well, as you can see, we have willow. There's some right there. And we're in a swampy little area. Camp's back over there at the old Union Ridge. The locals, the citizens call it Union Ridge. I mean Blue Ridge, we call it Union Ridge. But everybody else knows the guys by name. So, out there by Smith Park and the Parsons house. But yeah, I use this. This is a willow, as you can tell. Remember, bend but do not break. Willow is a pretty flexible plant. Some of these plants are prone to snapping, but they also use the willow, if it's in a good environment, for its resiliency. Remember, we're looking for, some folks call it the doctrine of signatures. Okay, it's a very resilient, bendable plant, supposedly, but some of the ones around here aren't. I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, that's not very bendy. But the leaves, you put this in I make a tea out of this, and it restores damaged. It helps to repair your body. We even use this for plants. If we're trying to heal plants that are damaged, we make a tea out of this, or a pomace. You know, it's basically like a mesh wrap, and we put it on the plant, and as it dries out, it helps the plant restore itself. And there's some, you know, magnificent scientific names they have for the chemicals in here. I don't really get that analytic about it, but I just grab a branch and take it home with me, and I crush it up, make tea out of it, chew on it, drink it, whatever. Don't do a lot. Remember, like I said, if you're not used to doing this, you could have adverse reactions, so just take it a little bit at a time. So that's pretty much it for that one. But willow's pretty decent. They make aspirin out of it, so supposedly, last time I checked. But I just do this. I just grab that. And if you have plants that have problems, you know, or you have problems yourself, think about yourself as a tree, and you'll do pretty decent. Remember, the whole point about being a good tree is bend but don't break. Alright, so we're gonna go out here. Yeah, there's the plants. I have no clue what those are, and I don't really jack with those much. The bees like them, but that doesn't mean that they're edible. So some of these you have to be cautious about, because especially some of the thistles. Remember the teeth? If they have teeth, they have a precautionary measurement built in somewhere, I'm sure. So we got all these little wild rice looking things out here. And you guys are probably used to seeing cultivated plants. When you get out in the wild, they don't look the same. They do not look the same as they do in Granny's garden. In fact, they change. They don't look as big and fat. They look more slender and wiry. So we're gonna walk around here, and I'm gonna go look. There's our buddy sorrel, or excuse me, curly dock. I think this is rumus. I don't actually call it all that, but I eat these. This is one of my favorites. Not because it tastes good, it's because it's the most easily identifiable in a field to me. It's like, oh yeah, you know, it was firstly introduced to me. I used to season these and dry them out and make chips. And then here's all your wild oats, right? Oat eater. So there you go, you got your oats. Season these up, dry them out, saute them, whatever. Cut off the funky looking rusty stuff. There's your calcium, no big deal there, right? But like I said, I don't jack with these because some of these species are questionable. I'm not there yet. Wildcrafting and foraging is something that might take up to 40 to 50 years. I mean, you'd have to basically live out here and try this stuff out as you go and learn from people that do it too. Because there's so many varieties and species of plants, it would take you, like I said, a long time to figure it all out. It's like, well, some things work, some things don't. But the most reliable out of the group that I've been using, like I said, we always pay attention to the environment it's growing in. Look around. I don't see anything too goofy. Like I said, there's our friend. The biggest green I've ever seen. Okay? I lived off this for several months, hiking up to Iowa from Texas, and this and a bunch of other stuff, and a lot of times I just wash it off and eat it raw. It's pretty stout. It's got a very turnipy taste to it. But see the oats? They look just like oats, except for not oats that you would see in an oatmeal box. There you go. There's your oats. That's what you would have for breakfast if you lived at my house. Ew. See? There, tip one for my homies. All right, but that pretty much takes care of that one. Let's see if we can find our little buddy that we're actually out here looking for.